Good morning, students. I am Sagar, Mathematics faculty. I have 11 years experience in teaching. Today we are going to discuss about polynomials. What is a polynomial? An algebraic expression whose variables have powers of non-negative integers with real quotient is called a polynomial. What is a polynomial? An algebraic expression whose variables have powers of non-negative integers with real quotient is called a polynomial. That means, suppose let us take one algebraic expression. Suppose 2x square plus 3x plus 7. This is the algebraic expression. First we have to check all the powers of the algebraic expression. All the powers of the algebraic expression. What is the power of first term? 2. The power of second term is 1. The power of third term is 0. These all are the non-negative integers. These all are the non-negative integers. That's why this algebraic expression is called a polynomial. It is a polynomial. So 5x plus 7. Is it polynomial or not? Yes, it is absolutely a polynomial because these all powers of this algebraic expression are non-negative integers. The first term power is 1, the second term power is 0. They are constant there. So this is also called a polynomial. 5x power 2, 7x power 1 by 2 plus 9x cube plus 7. Is it polynomial? No. The second term, what is the power? 1 by 2. It is a rational number. It is not an integer. It is a rational number. Second term contains the power should be, the power is a rational number. That's why it is not a polynomial. 5x power minus 1 plus 3x square plus 7x. Is it polynomial? No. Here it is in the first term the power is the negative term. According to the definition of polynomial, an algebraic expression contains whose powers are non-negative integers. Non-negative integers. That should be compulsory. All the powers are whole numbers. If suppose an algebraic expression contains whose powers are whole numbers, in this case only we call the algebraic expression as polynomial. Okay, this is the definition of the polynomial. Next, come to degree of a polynomial. Degree. What is the degree of a polynomial? In the highest order of all the terms of a polynomial, p of x is called a degree of p of x. Highest power, highest degree. Simply we call highest degree. If suppose let us take one algebraic one polynomial, degree of the polynomial 5x square plus 7x cube plus 9x power 4 plus 7. What is the degree of the first term? 2. The degree of second term is 3. The degree of third term is 4. The degree of fourth term is 0. So, what is the highest degree in the whole expression? 4. So, that's why this whole expression degree is 4. So, the degree of this expression of this polynomial is 4. So, what is the degree of this expression? 5x power 7 plus 9x cube plus 7x square plus 6. What is the highest degree here? 7. 7 is the highest degree. So, the degree of this whole expression is 7. Generally, polynomials are denoted with p of x or g of x or h of x, p of y, g of y. P of x is a polynomial in the variable x. Here, p of y. It is also a polynomial, but the variables are different here. Here, variable is y. Okay, generally polynomials are denoted with like this. Next, what is the degree of the constant term? The degree of constant term. 7, let us take one constant term 7. it can be written as 7 into x power 0. Suppose 9 can be written as x power 0. 10 also can be written as 10 into x power 0. So the degree of a constant term is 0. The degree of a constant term is 0. The degree of a zero polynomial. The degree of a zero polynomial is undefined. Zero polynomial, that means 0. What is the degree of 0? It can be written as 0 into x power 10. Otherwise, 0 into x power 12, 0 into x, 0 into x cube. We have to write so many cases for 0. That's why we can't define the degree of 0. So, the degree of 0 is nothing but undefined. The degree of 0 is nothing but undefined. Next, come to polynomial in the variable x of nth degree. Polynomial in the variable x of nth degree. The general form, it is called a general form. Let x is a variable in the let's say variable, and n be the non-negative integer, and a0, a1, a2, a3, an be some real numbers. Then p of x is a variable and n is a non-negative integer. X is a variable and n is a non-negative integer, and a0, a1 and a2 and a3 and so on, an are the real quotients. These are the real numbers. So let p of x is equals to a0 plus a1 x power 1 plus a2 x square plus a3 x cube plus and so on plus an. This is called a polynomial of nth degree in the variable x. P of x equal to a0 plus a1 x, a2 x square, a3 x cube plus and so on an. Here variable is x, and also a0, a1, a2, a3 and so on are the real quotients. This form is called the general form or nth degree of a polynomial. Nth degree of a polynomial. So polynomials and their degrees. I will give some examples. 5x square plus 7x plus 3. What is the degree of this polynomial? 3. 3 not 2. Because the highest degree is 2 here. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. I will give some example. 7x cube plus 9x square plus 8x plus 3. What is the degree of this polynomial? And check here. What is the highest degree of this whole polynomial is 3. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. 9x square plus 7x plus 9x power 4 plus 6x cube plus 3. What is the degree of this polynomial? 4. This is the degree of polynomial. The next one is constant polynomial. Constant polynomial. What is the constant polynomial? A polynomial of degree 0 is called a constant polynomial. A polynomial of degree 0 is called a constant polynomial. Let us take one example. 9. What is the degree of this polynomial? 0. 6. The degree of this polynomial also 0. 8. The degree of this polynomial also 0. So these are all called constant polynomials. Constant polynomials. The next one is linear polynomial. linear polynomial. What is a linear polynomial? A polynomial of degree is 1 is called a linear polynomial. See example. 3x plus 7. Is it linear polynomial? Yes, it is absolutely linear polynomial. Why? Because the degree of this polynomial is 1. 7x plus 3 is also linear polynomial because the degree of this polynomial is 1. The general form of a linear polynomial is ax plus b is equals ax plus b. Ax plus b is the general form of a linear polynomial where a is not equal to 0 and a comma b belongs to real numbers. This is about linear polynomial. Next. The next definition is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. A polynomial whose degree is 0, a polynomial whose degree is 0, whose degree is 2, a polynomial whose degree is 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. See examples. 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. It is a quadratic polynomial because the degree of this polynomial is 2. That's why it is called a quadratic polynomial. 7x squared plus 6. It is also a quadratic polynomial because the degree of this whole polynomial is 2. 7x squared. It is also a quadratic polynomial because the degree of this polynomial is also 2. That's why this is also called a quadratic polynomial. The general form of a quadratic polynomial is ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and a comma b comma c belongs to real numbers. In any polynomial is in the form of ax plus bx plus c, it is called a quadratic polynomial. Otherwise, it is the general form of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, this is about the quadratic polynomial. The next one is cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. A polynomial whose degree is 3, whose degree is 3 is called a cubic polynomial. Is called a cubic polynomial. See the examples. 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 8x plus 9. It is a cubic polynomial because the degree of this whole polynomial is 3. 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 8x. It is also a cubic polynomial. 3x cubed. It is also a cubic polynomial. The general form of a cubic polynomial is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, where a is not equal to 0 and a comma b comma c comma d belongs to real numbers. Real numbers. See the next two definition. By A polynomial whose degree is 4 is called a biquadratic polynomial. See example. 5x power 4 plus 7x cube plus 9x square plus 8x plus 9. It is a biquadratic polynomial because the degree of this polynomial is 4. That's why it is a biquadratic polynomial. 5x power 4 plus 7x cube plus 9x square. It is also a biquadratic polynomial. 5x power 4. It is also a biquadratic polynomial. The general form of a biquadratic polynomial is ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e, where a is not equal to 0, a comma b comma c comma d belongs to real numbers. This is the general form of a biquadratic polynomial. See the next one. Value of a polynomial. If p of x is a polynomial in terms of x, and if k is a real number, then the value obtained by replacing x by k is called value of p of x at x equal to k. What I am saying? P of x is a polynomial in terms of x and k is a real number. If we replacing x by k in p of x, that is called the value of p of x at k. That means p of k is the value of p of x at k. Suppose I will give one polynomial p of x equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. What is the value of p of x at 2? That's why we have to find the value of p of 2. If we replacing by x by 2, that means we have to substitute the value of 2 in the place of x. That means 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 3. 2 square is 4. 2 to the 4 plus 3. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. So 11 is the value of p of x at 2. 11 is the value of x. Value of p of x at 2. Next. This is about the value of a polynomial. Next one is 0 of a polynomial. Zero of a polynomial. A real number k is said to be a 0 of a polynomial p of x if p of x equal to 0. P of k is equal to 0. What I am saying? K is a real number. If k is said to be a 0 of a polynomial if one condition, that means p of k is equal to 0. In this case only we call k is a 0 of this polynomial. I will give p of x equal to x square minus 6x plus 8. Let us take one polynomial p of x equal to x square minus 6x plus 8. What is the value of p of 2? What is the value of p of 2 here? Substitute in the place of x by 2. 2 square minus 6 into 2 plus 8. 4 minus 12 plus 8 equal to 0. The value of p of x is 0 at 2. That's why 2 is called 0 of p of x. 2 is called 0 of p of x. Okay? A linear polynomial has only one zero. A linear polynomial has only one zero. A quadratic polynomial has at most two zeros. A quadratic polynomial has at most two zeros. A cubic polynomial has at most three zeros. A biquadratic polynomial has at most four zeros. Zeros are basically depends on the degree of a given polynomial. Understood now? That means zeros are depends on only degree. If the degree is n, if the polynomial degree is n, then the zeros of that polynomial is at most n zeros. At most n zeros. Next schema. Relation between zeros and coefficients. Zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. Relation between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. If p of x is a quadratic polynomial, p of x is a quadratic polynomial. That means p of x is equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equals to 0. Next, it has at most two zeros. Let's take one zero is alpha, second zero is beta. The sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. That means minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Product of zeros. Product of zeros. Alpha into beta. This is c by a. C by a. Constant term by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. This is the relation between zeros and coefficient in the quadratic polynomial. P of x is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. This is the general form of a quadratic polynomial. The zeros of this quadratic polynomial are alpha and beta. So the sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Product of zeros is c by a. Like this for cubic polynomial. Suppose p of x is equals to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a is not equal to 0. In the general form of a quadratic cubic polynomial, the roots of this, the zeros of this cubic polynomial are alpha, beta, gamma. Let us take the Zeros of this quadratic cubic polynomial is alpha, beta, gamma. Sum of zeros, that means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. Sum and product of zeros taken 2 at a time. That means alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equals to c by a. C by a. This product of zeros alpha beta gamma is minus d by a. Minus d by a. Minus d by a. Okay, this is about the relation between zeros and quotient of a cubic polynomial. P of x is equals to, there will be some formulas, ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Alpha into beta is c by a. Alpha minus beta. Alpha minus beta is equals to put off b square minus 4ac by modulus of a. Alpha square plus beta square is equals to alpha square plus beta square is equals to b square minus 2ac by a square. B square minus 2ac by a square. Alpha square plus beta square. Alpha cube plus beta cube is equals to alpha cube plus beta cube is equals to 3abc minus b cube by a cube. 3abc minus b cube by a cube. Next, alpha by beta plus beta by alpha is equals to alpha by beta plus beta by alpha is equals to b square minus 2ac by b square minus 2ac by 2ac. B square minus 2ac by ac. B square minus 2ac by ac is the alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. This is about the relation between zeros and quotient. Suppose if zeros are given, if alpha comma beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, if alpha beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial, then the quadratic polynomial is nothing but the formula for to find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are given, that is k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. It is the quadratic polynomial whose roots are given, alpha beta. If the roots of, if the zeros of alpha beta gamma of a cubic polynomial, then the cubic polynomial is nothing but k into x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus alpha beta gamma. This is the cubic polynomial whose zeros are given, alpha beta gamma. What we observe before this two cases, if polynomial given, we will find the zeros of that polynomial. If suppose zeros are given, we will find the quadratic polynomial. Zeros ఇస్తే polynomial find out చేయొచ్చు. Polynomial ఇచ్చినప్పుడు zeros కూడా find out చేయొచ్చు. So before two cases నుంచి మనం ఇది నేర్చుకున్నాం. Is it clear now? The next topic is division algorithm for a polynomial. Division algorithm for a polynomial. If p of x and g of x are any two polynomials, then we can find the polynomial q of x and r of x such that p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. This result is known as the division algorithm. If p of x and g of x are any two polynomials, if g of x is not equal to 0, also g of x is not equal to 0, then we can find polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where either r of x is equals to 0 or p of x, degree of r of x, the degree of r of x is less than degree of g of x, less than degree of g of x. This result is known as division algorithm for a polynomial. P of x is called dividend, g of x is called divisor, q of x is called quotient, r of x is called remainder. So the degree of r of x is always less than degree of g of x. Okay.